The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start. And off we go from Buffalo. Justice Hill to return. Across the 20, we'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So the Ravens will come out. They are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, coaching staff. Everyone is better as a result of him being your quarterback.
An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go. You can see why.
A first down throw for Jackson. We'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And they'll take this down inside 35. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good games, 19 for this one.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Jackson now to throw on first down. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
We'll get this inside the 20, and nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
At the 17-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. And the Ravens first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On first and 10, Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And third down coming up.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
On third down, Jackson. That's caught outside. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Play action now. Jackson. He's got his big tight end. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. A A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead.
Bills nothing.
As the kick's away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense heading out. They are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really good.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Allen. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Britton Simpson getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Well, I think to say this series has been a disaster is putting it mildly. 2 plays in, all they've done is go in the wrong direction. They need something big here. They need someone to create a little bit of a spark and prevent them from going 3 and out on their opening possession.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Looking downfield for Coleman. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That is rare. You don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. First down.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
He'll step up and run. He'll take this forward. 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Play action. Here's Allen. Pass complete. Right side to Kincaid. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Gain of 10 yards.
Allen to his tight end, Kincaid, and the Bills have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Allen going to get it to Cook. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Malachi starts there for the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. from the gun. Throw here for Allen. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Man in motion is Coleman. 3rd down, it's Allen. He'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a 1st down.
That's another Bills. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
And a hard yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Allen now on 2nd down. He takes off. And he will get into the end zone. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field like for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down the score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession. And they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bills come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Ravens offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. Here's Jackson. Has caught left side by Likely. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Bateman is the motion man. On 2nd down, here's a run with Henry. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
So the key to these off-tackle style run plays, Mike, is you can't allow penetration. You cannot allow the defenders to get in your backfield, because when they do, the play really has no chance and you end up going backwards.
Here's a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Out to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
At the 42-yard
They
line.
get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Raven first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
So, from 37, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Well, over the middle, brought in by Hopkins. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. First and 10. Here's the toss, right side to Henry. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of 2.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly. It doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, you're able to get you down for a loss.
He'll look underneath for Henry, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. On the return, it's Brandon Codrington, and he'll be brought down past 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bills' offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
Running money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got rich, got bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these.
From the gun, guys out. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd and 10. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down. From the gun, here is Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a third down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
So, on fourth down, the Bills send out Brad Robbins to punt. Lejante Wester deep for Baltimore. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Ravens offense ready for this next possession with a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first two possessions. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down at the 37-yard line.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Ravens out front. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. It is 2nd and 9 as we are ready to get back underway. Second down, Jackson. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It's a big one for the Ravens. 35 yards.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Now, Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers.
To Zay Flowers. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 6. Again, it's Jackson. High-headed defender draped all over. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to,
going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You have all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
The kick is good.
once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills offense starting to trot out to this next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he moves forward out to the 29-yard line. That's Jones there to bring him down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Cook. And he'll get about 6 there. Sitting on 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Allen. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Bills first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Here's the first carry from there for Kentucky. Ray Davis. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Operating out of the gun. Here comes Allen. To the middle of the field. Caught by Shakir. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Buffalo.
First down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Design run here for Allen. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
2nd and a yard. Allen's going to make the read and hold on here. And he will power his way into the end zone. Josh Allen, touchdown Buffalo. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Now Bass to tack on the extra point. 14.
17. Bills 14.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, it's Mitchell. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Jackson. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. Back deep for Buffalo is Brandon Codrington. This one returnable. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. The tight end going in motion to the left. On 1st down, it's Allen. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. Can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 22 yards to pick up there. Good for Bills' 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. To the air once more is Allen. He's got it inside the 5. And he'll take this one in. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Bills.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Extra point try by Bass. The kick is good. And the Bills move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here comes Hill on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo. Start this one with 1st and 10. Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Now Lamar going to hang on to it. They're going to work this down inside the 45. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
Here's the give to Henry running right. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw in this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
2nd and 10. Into the hands of the speedy Flowers. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing.
Jackson now on second down. He runs with it. And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. Here's Jackson. That one taken in. Middle of the end zone. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Ravens. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. It's up and through. And the Ravens extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. Team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bills offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Ball on the 32. It's second and 2. Here's Cook. Some hitting going on now. He was dropped right at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll look to pick this up third and a yard. We'll try and run here with Cook. That's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up fourth down.
It's just a great job defensively, Mike. Here's a chance they have to get off the field. They sell out for the run. They know it's coming, and they're able to force a fourth down.
There's no rest in my shutting down. Whenever I got your money out, believe what I got, put money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us.
Here's Brad Robbins now, as he's on to punt for the second time. A fair catch called for and made, but hold everything. There's a flag backed by the kicker. It may very well give him new life.
Automatic first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Allen gonna throw. That is downfield into the hands of Keon Coleman. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
First down. First and 10 on the 31-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. We've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a second down. Again, it's Allen to the air. The Bills will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. To throw again. It's Allen. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And now it's 4th down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Gets it out of the pistol. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Second and goal. From the gun, Gazelle. Look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Allen going to throw here on 3rd and goal. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And he's going nowhere. Met and drops behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills tie the game at 24.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. I find find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that, in this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of it. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. And the shotgun, here's Jackson. Left side, caught by Andrews. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll look underneath for Henry. The attack is going to be made down at the 40-yard line. So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the 3rd quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Johnson now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. Lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 7. Allen will throw. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he's going to be brought down past the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier. And that catch gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better field for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and they're set up third down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here, bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
3rd and 7. From the gun, here is Allen. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And that is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a tie ball game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
First down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down. I'm going to go right back to Henry. Whoa. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Baltimore.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
Very quick throw there, but not on the same page for this time. That's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Isaiah Likely. It's 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
He brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 20. Good for a Raven first down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Still running on first down with Henry, and they'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. 25. In motion goes Likely. They'll go again here with Henry. Henry hit, the ball comes free. The Bills have got it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage. And I think we have a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight. But it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself. And in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
The Bills offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10.
Success in the first half. They're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
To the left side where he's got Kincaid. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd down at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 2. He'll step up and run this. He's taken down just shy of midfield. 11 yards the gain. He does it himself and picks up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
It's the combination of size and speed that really differentiates Josh Allen from the rest of the quarterbacks in the league. So it makes a lot of sense that they're going to get the ball in his hands as often as possible. And we just saw why.
He'll find Shakir open right side. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Carry for Cook. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put it into that play really before it ever got started.
3rd, they need 8. From the gun, it's Allen. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That one hits at the 3, but goes in the wrong direction for the punter. It turns out to be a touchback. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. Both these offenses have been informal. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's 1st and 10. Hopkins sent in motion. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. he gets stopped for no gain.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9. In motion goes Likely. On play action, here's Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
3rd and a yard. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
40-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Baltimore.
The advantage to this play call, Mike, is as an offense, you now can account for 1 extra defensive player. In this case, it's the quarterback reading the end. He goes after the running back. He pulls it, keeps it himself, picks up the 1st down.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. In motion goes Likely. On 3rd down, Jackson. It's a short one caught by Andrews. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Raven 1st down.
1st down, Ravens.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. That was in a critical situation. There is no doubt where I'm going with this one.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Jackson now. That one caught with Dante Wester. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. No gain on a quarterback sneak. That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
And he's going to have the Ravens 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 17 yards on that play. 1st down, Baltimore.
How would you like to be a defender and see a guy like this coming full steam ahead, trying to barrel down on you? I'll tell you what, I'm not sure if I'm cut out for that. You can see why. His ability to play through contact is just a lot to handle.
In motion goes Likely. This is Henry.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. Now Jackson. He'll try to run for it. He's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Tie game, 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to 1st and goal. In motion goes Likely. Henry. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal. And the Bills' 2-yard line.
A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Henry. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. And now movement up front. This crowd is making it tough down deep in the red zone. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game late, and this is 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
So on is Tyler Luke in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one online. And it is good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. Johnson now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Bills offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, they landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, then ball in Japan. See these raps take me everywhere.
They'll start on the ground with Cook. And they smack him down. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
No gain on the play.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Pass complete right side to Kincaid. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. That'll be a first down. A gain of 10.
35-yard line.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Cook. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. Fought through that first contact. That'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 37-yard line.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Looking middle, he's got to complete the goal. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's not going to get away. You're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down, and in this case, they do it for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down. It's out. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
15.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
In motion, Shakir. Allen to throw on 3rd and long. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
This is the age-old dilemma that defensive coordinators go back and forth on. Is the best pass defense to send more big bodies at the quarterback and get the ball out of his hand? Or is it to really pack your back end, Mike, with more defensive backs and more guys that can guard space? In this case, they can run the defensive backs on the field. The quarterback has a lot of time to find the open zone and leads to a big play.
This ain't what you Project, this ain't what you This ain't what you want.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 9. Out of the gun, here's Allen. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw. They're trying to hit him with a screen. to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So now it's Tyler Bass on in a big spot. This to tie things up here in the fourth. And this one right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the fourth quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? On the return, it's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Derrick Henry heads out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Here's Henry. The ball comes out. And fortunately, he's able to get back on it. So not only will it not be a turnover, but in fact, the drive keeps going. It's a first down. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet. Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Jackson looking to throw. Brought in by the tight end, Andrew. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a third down. Throwing Jackson. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. He'll run straight ahead with Cook. And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
Smith in on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. 30 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Allen going to give this to Davis. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. First down, Buffalo.
That's good for a Bills first down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to take this lead.
He'll go again with Davis. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down.
We're starting to see him back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
He'll run. It's Ty Johnson. And he's able to push his way forward. A gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So now they'll throw it with Allen. And the defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I really like the personnel adjustment by the defensive coordinator, Mike. They go dime coverage, so they're going to bring out 6 defensive backs, really play the pass and muddy it up with as many pass defenders as you can. Nowhere to go with the ball, and now we got to see, does the offensive coordinator, when he sees that dime package take the field, what answers does he have?
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds.
16-yard line.
Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. We're all even, 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was brought down.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
2nd and 10. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he's going to have a Ravens first down. The tackle's made at the 26-yard line.
26. It's a gain of 10. First down, Ravens.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a first down.
They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 1. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Into the hands of Westbrook. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain there of 11. Good for a Raven first down.
These are some of the most difficult situations for a coach to handle because it's a combination of you have to be aggressive to go score. You're trying to win the game, of course, but there's also an element of time and clock management. So it's going to be very interesting to see the play selection over these next couple of days.
Not much happening there, just a short game.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, they'll come up for 2nd and 9. In motion comes Andrews. They'll drop to throw. The throw right is taken in by Flowers. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Jackson on target to Flowers, and it's a Baltimore first down. Now they'll set up to throw. To the right side, he's got Andrews.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. The Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Slot man in motion left. And he's out of bounds with the first down, so they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock.
And the Raven first down.
Play action now. Jackson. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be brought down. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. Clock is stopped, 55 seconds remaining here in the game. Here we go. 1st and goal. Jackson up top again. This one caught at the 4. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. It's stopping with just over 50 seconds to go in this one.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
He was taken down behind.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal for Jackson. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him. And in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Bills 27.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now Cotrington to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.